we go, 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 way down we go, say way down we go, oh, God say we run you down till you come, oh, way down we go.
Right guys, so today we're going to be reviewing the RFN Apollo Rally Pro. This is the 74 volt 30 amp version. Newer versions do come with a 35 amp version. The bike, this particular bike is for sale, €5,000. Yeah guys, if you're looking for any electric bike at all, whether it's Celeria, Saran, RFN, Ultra Bees, anything at all, and even any parts for bikes, batteries, brakes, any upgrades for your Sarans, Celerias, any electric bike, please don't hesitate to contact Dublin Electric Bike Shop. Tell him that I sent you on. He will look after you. I get all my parts from him, and there's warranty with all the parts, and I've never had a problem with him. So I will leave his website below. Now this bike does do speeds up to 100 kilometers an hour. We're going to do a top speed test, not in this video, in another video, just to determine what speeds it goes. But supposedly the controller has been updated, so it does allow speeds up to 100 kilometers an hour. And there are 3 modes. There's turtle mode, rabbit mode, and rocket mode. Rocket mode in this lasts actually up to 60 seconds, whereas on previous models it lasts, the controllers have been updated. On previous models it only lasts 9 seconds, so compared to the other one which only lasted up to 9 seconds. So that'll be pretty cool to test out. It's going to be a non-biased review, so if I like the bike or dislike the bike, I'm just going to say it as it is. So yeah, there was issues with the controllers on this bike, but this has been fixed. Controllers will be fixed on all their newer models, like this one. So rocket mode should last up to 1 minute. Yeah, so if you want to buy the bike, get in contact with Dublin Electric Bike Shop. Yeah, straight off the bat you can see the tyre size on these compared to a Saran or Teleria is much bigger. Yeah, so the rear sprocket, if you check out the rear sprocket here, it's a big rear sprocket. I'm not sure what tooth the rear sprocket is, but compared to the Saran and Teleria, the sprocket is much bigger. Same with the rear disc brakes, they're much thicker. These seem to be very similar to the actual dirt bike disc brakes. Now the brakes are the exact same as the Saran brakes. I'm pretty sure they're very similar. I haven't tested the bike out, haven't got a chance to test it out yet, but we will in this video. If you look at the mass of the tyres compared to the Saran tyres, these tyres are much bigger. Another cool thing about this bike is the pegs. They're adjustable pegs, which is quite nice, so you can adjust them to your standard. I did hop on the bike and the middle kind of adjustment it feels a little bit awkward for me, so I feel like I have to adjust them a bit forward, but I will do a further test just to double check. Another thing I noticed about this bike is it has no lights on it, so I think what they were going for, this bike also turns into a trial bike, so they're going for more of a motocross type of feel and enduro type of feel, compared to a Saran that can do pretty much everything. You know, at night you cannot go on this bike because it has no lights, but I'm sure you can install lights on it. Another cool thing about this bike is it actually turns into a trials bike. Also, there's a little compartment here to hold water, hold little bits and bobs. You can bring the charger with you, and the seat does clip off, and it turns into a trial bike, which is quite cool. This is the charger off the bike. The charger goes right in here. It's actually very similar to the Teleria charger, but you can swap between 10 amp charging or 5 amp charging, which is nice. So you press this button, it goes on to 5, you press it again, it goes on to 10, which is fast charging. Or else if you want to charge it overnight, you can put it into 5 amp charging. So that's just another cool little feature of this bike that I really like, which is Saran, they just charge at 1, Saran and Teleria just charge at 1. I'm not sure whether it's 5 amp charging or 10 amp charging, but it's nice to have the option. Right guys, so first jump of the day. Let's see how it holds up. Whoa, that was weird. That was really weird. The seat seems so high on this bike. Whatever way the seat is sitting. First off guys, right, so the minute I got on the bike I drove it around here. The stand is pretty cool. As you can see, it's just the bike holds up there. First thing I noticed was the handlebars seemed really low, but that's because the seat is quite high. Whatever way they kind of built the seat, that's the first thing that I did notice, was my body positioning, you know, has to be different. Has to be, I think I have to be further back, yeah, compared to a Saran or Teleria. Now another thing I did notice was the foot pegs seem very high. They should be down a bit lower. I'm sure you can get an extender for that. That's not too expensive, and then handlebars aren't too expensive. So guys, that's me being very critical. We're going in rabbit mode, which is the mode between rocket and turtle mode. So let's see how suspension feels. Amazing though. Suspension, in my opinion, feels really good. Let's see how it holds up here. Tires feel very grippy. So this is just in rabbit mode, guys. Let's see how it does going up this hill. Easy for this bike. Literally just ate that hill. So again, the pegs just feel off for me. I feel like my legs have to be a bit lower. But as I said, that's just me being critical. Brakes seem good. A little bit squeaky, but it does have a bigger brake disc, which is definitely a benefit. Sorry about the wind, guys. Guys, we'll give it a proper rip now in a bit, and we'll see exactly what this bike is made of. One other thing I will say is that the throttle is very smooth on this. It picks up speed. It's not like, you know, it continuously picks up speed, but it's building up speed as we're going along. Bit of a rattle there. The bike does feel solid. I like how I can grip my legs in. Let's try this other jump. I want to see what my body position is like on this jump. Okay, that felt good compared to the other jump that I've done. Oh yeah, how are you? Yeah guys, always be respectful, you know, when you see people. Doesn't hurt to be respectful, you know. Let's see how it does in these whoops. Guys, the suspension's just eating this up. Whatever, the shocks and the suspension feels good on this, I have to say. Yeah, as I said, my only critical kind of thing to say about this bike is handlebars seem a bit low, but that's because the seat is high. The pegs just seem very high too. If you haven't been on a Saran or a Teleria, you won't know the difference. I'm so used to my Saran and Teleria, you know. Easily 60 kilometers an hour. That's not in. That wasn't in rocket mode. That's in. We're still in turtle mode, or yeah, we're still in rabbit mode. Guys. Let's try this jump, okay? Let's see how it holds up on this. I'll just take a handy, get used to my body position. The suspension feels good, I have to say. This bike is... I will say, you know, when you look at this bike, it seems it's a hell of a lot bigger because of the way the seat is compared to a Saran and Teleria. It looks like a motocross bike. The three people that I've showed this bike, they've said straight out, this looks beefier tires. It looks like a motocross bike, where Sarans and Telerias, maybe Teleria looks like a bit of a motocross bike if you change the tires and the Saran as well, but straight out of the box, this looks like a motocross bike. I do notice a difference in these tires, bigger tires, which is nice. Now we're going to stay, guys, to start. So let's do a kind of, to start this bike, the key is right here. This can go around your wrist. It's basically, if you fall off, this pulls out, disconnects the bike, okay?
This connects the power on the bike, so you can put that around your wrist. That'll come in handy if you're wheeling the bike, you know, and if you fall off, it'll disconnect the power. Now to start, all you do is turn the key, put your stand up, turn the key, put your stand up, hold the brake in for a second or two, and you're ready. Here are your modes: turtle mode, rabbit road mode, and rocket mode. To go into rocket mode, as I said, this version here can go into rocket mode for 1 minute straight. So let's give that a shot, okay? Let's see if we notice a big difference. Okay, now we're in rocket mode. Big difference there. Oh shit. That is a massive power difference. Oh my god. Right, let's try a little wheelie. Haven't tried wheeling in any of the modes yet, but let's try wheelie in rocket mode. Easy, I nearly went back there. The throttle is very sensitive in rocket mode. Oh my god, this bike, that is a beast. Oh, that's great. The big thing about these jumps is getting used to your body positioning on the bike. That rocket mode is quick, guys. Oh my god, Jesus. Guys, straight out of the box. This bike is an animal compared to a stock Saran, even to Lariat. Whoa! Look, this bike wheelies while I'm giving it a bit of throttle easily. Suspension feels amazing, as I said before. Oh my god, I am impressed with this in rocket mode, guys. Here. This is quite bumpy in here, guys. Whoa, bumpy. Okay, so we're back in rabbit mode. I noticed the power difference. Let's go back into rocket. I just want to stay in rocket mode. That's the problem. Rocket mode is a big difference. That is very fast. This just beats. This just wants to take the dirt up. Whoa. This bike they should be selling a hell of a lot more than these bikes. Straight out of the box, this bike is nice. I'm guessing we're back in rabbit mode, yeah. So as I said, rocket mode lasts 1 minute. It's a pity because this is 74 amp battery. No wonder rocket mode is so quick. This is rabbit mode here. I'm still eating that dirt up. Aesthetically, this bike looks better than a Saran and a Lariat, I think. Although I would make adjustments to the seat of the bike. Yeah, I would make adjustments to the seat and the handlebars. I would definitely, if this was my bike, I would change the handlebars and the seat straight away off the bat. This is an unbiased review. I'm just going to tell you straight out, and that's what's going to happen on this channel. If the bike's shit, I'm going to tell you it's shit, you know. If I like the bike, I'm going to tell you if I like it, you know. And so far, guys, this is a cool bike for what you pay for and what you get compared to. Ooh, that was nice. Even the way the suspension handled that there. No, I'm not doing massive jumps, but I'm just getting used to the bike, you know. Right guys, we go into rocket mode again. Oh, as you've seen, the bike easily wheelies in rocket mode. We'll try wheeling in other modes too, just to see. The bike just wants to lift, you know, in rocket mode. And yeah, as I was saying, this bike used to only go into rocket mode for 9 seconds. Now it goes into rocket mode for a minute. That's the two things that I noticed straight off the bat was, as I said, the pegs and the handlebars. Other than that, this bike is a beast. Right guys, let's do this little enduro section and see how the bike holds up. So we're gonna stay in rabbit mode here. Oh, that feels so good, guys. We're gonna stay in rabbit mode, as I said. Sorry, trying to concentrate here. Guys, that, oh sorry, sorry, oh yeah, that bike just ate them trails up there, easily, with ease. It literally, and that's not even in rocket mode, that's in rabbit mode. Oh yeah, how are you? Guys, this feels so good in this. Bit of an arm pump here, even though there's no vibration in these bikes. Whoa. Oh, safe to say that passed that test. One other thing I don't like about this, these are very small things that can be easily changed, but when I turn the handlebars, there's a little bracket in here that stops the handlebars from going a certain distance, which I like to turn them a little bit more so I can get that nice turn if I'm turning the corner really quick. But that can be fixed, that can be changed. Right guys, let's try do some wheelies in rabbit mode. Actually, we'll try a wheelie in turtle mode. We'll see if I can wheelie. So that's the same as eco mode in a Saran, for example. So we'll go to turtle mode. Okay, let's see if we can wheelie. No. Okay, let's go a bit slower. No, guys, it's the same as eco mode on a Saran. It's not budging. Now let's try a wheelie in rabbit mode and see if it wheelies. Okay, take it nice and slow. It wheelies. Hold on, let me try again. I'll pop the front forks a little bit more and see how it holds up. Yeah, it wheelies in that. So I'm guessing when we did the wheelie in rocket mode, it's a beast in rocket mode. Honestly, this bike wants to wheelie nearly every time. Okay, let's try another wheelie again. Yep, you have to do the wheelie has to be quite slow though in rabbit mode. I'm not great at wheelies, but I try. Okay, let's go again. Whoa, here we go. This bike is a lot heavier. It feels heavier, not when you're on it, not when you're going on it, but the bike is heavier than a Saran and Teleria. I'm pretty sure it is heavier, yeah. It feels a lot heavier when you're lifting the bike, not when you're on it. When you're on it, it feels nice. It actually feels grippy. It sticks to the ground. It's actually, I really like being on this bike. Sorry. You okay?
Does look like fun, that bike.
Oh yeah, it's electric.
Does look great.
Yes. It is fun, it's fun. Yeah guys, as I said, always be respectful to people. It doesn't hurt to be nice in life, you know. Now, so there we go guys. The 3 different modes: turtle mode, rabbit mode and rocket mode. We're gonna keep going here for a while. So we're back in rocket mode. This rocket mode is just quick. It's so quick. It's actually like, I'm so surprised. Yeah, this just wants to wheelie in rocket mode. Honestly, it is a beast. This bike is an absolute beast. Straight out of box. I would like to see that rocket mode just being continuously on. Thanks again to Dublin Electric Bike Shop. You know, he gave me this bike to review, and this particular bike is actually for sale. €5,000, a bit cheaper than a Saran or Teleria. As I said, it's an unbiased review. You know, in my opinion, this bike is a really nice bike. You know, a couple of small changes to be made, nothing major, and I don't think any upgrades need to be done on this bike in terms of battery, in terms of controllers, anything like that. You probably will like to do that down the line, but that's with every bike. Straight out of box, this bike is a beast. You know, it just wants to wheelie yeah, it just wants to wheelie in rocket mode constantly. It eats up these trails like there's no tomorrow. It just wants to go, you know. Yeah guys, straight out of box, this bike is nice. And let's go for this jump. Brakes aren't great. They could be better, but that's like every one of these bikes. The brakes aren't great. They will do, but I'm sure down the line, everyone, especially if you're wheeling with the bike, it's good to upgrade your brakes. You know, yeah. So guys, let me know what you think of this bike. You know, how do you think it pulled up to the test? Do you think it was good? Do you like the look of the bike? Another thing is, you know, let me know in the comments, what bike do you want to see me review next? You know, I want to review lots of bikes. What bike do you want to see? You know, I really want to review the Ultra B, see what that's all about. You know, there's big hype for that. Stark Varg is another option, but that's more of a motocross kind of bike. You know, I don't think I'd get away with bringing it in here, or maybe I would, but I was gonna buy a Stark Varg. Maybe I will at the end of the year, I'm not sure, but yeah guys, overall this bike in my opinion is a nice bike. Battery is on, it's a bit over, I'd say around 70% for that bit that we done. That's quite good for a 35 amp or 30 amp battery, 74 volt battery, 30 amp. Yeah, look, if you have any questions or anything like that, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. And as I said, a like, share, subscribe, I really appreciate it. I love making these videos. Yeah, my friend is also Eric. He's going to test this bike out. He has a Saran, it's fully stock Saran, so we're going to see what he thinks of this compared to a fully stock Saran, you know, and see what his opinion is of this bike. See if it's the same as my opinion. You like it?
It looks like a motorbike,
doesn't it? Mad. Your opinion on it?
It looks savage,
doesn't it? I want to see. I'm not gonna tell you what I think of it. I want to give you. I want to see what your honest review.
Yeah.
Brakes are a little bit squeaky.
I hear them squeaky, but that's probably because they're just new.
They're new, probably. Now, so Eric's gonna try it out. It's an unbiased review.
Yeah, of course.
That's why I didn't tell you. Come on.
It looks steady though, isn't it? It looks,
Yeah.
it looks really
This
nice.
turns into a trials bike
Does it?
as well. Watch. Undo that. that pops out, the seat
way.
turns into a trials bike. Batteries under here.
So it comes out and comes out.
Yeah, this comes out, so push this forward, pull that out, let that, like that. There's the battery.
Here it has a hard line and braided lines, look.
Yeah,
That's much better.
yeah.
It looks neat, doesn't it?
It looks good, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
it looks good.
And do you know what? These are
Back
cheap.
end of it.
These are cheaper than a Saran. This is like a modded Saran. You're gonna, I want you
Oh,
to
that
test.
feels mad different.
Doesn't it?
Yeah, and it's a
What do you think of that?
foam seat.
Yeah, it's a foam type of.
It's not as comfortable, is it? Kind of.
No,
But do you know when you wear arse into it, that foam will go softer a bit more.
I don't like the seat on it. The
No,
positioning.
But I can guarantee it, right? That's just foam. This
But
is
do you
like
know
a
why I
memory
don't
foam.
like the seat as well? Because I'm so used to I have a
Yeah,
big
you
seat
got
in my
big
Saran.
But I think that'll soften up as
Do you
you
think
go.
so? Now, go ahead.
Rocket mode is lit, isn't it? Like, the rocket mode is savage. Like,
The rocket mode is quick, isn't
A
it?
standard little bike.
Out of a standard
I like
bike.
the idea that you can just press that for a few minutes, give you a little boost.
Yeah.
I think rabbit mode here is probably similar to
Yes.
a standard,
A standard.
boot in
In
yoke.
sport, yeah.
Rocket mode is lit. It's like
Yeah, it's very. It's a like
Yeah, I
a
don't
an
know
even.
if it's fast as it, but you can feel it.
That right? The what?
The rocket mode round the corner.
I know. It's a beast, isn't it?
Oh, it's mad, wouldn't you?
Oh shit. So that's the difference. So these have 19-inch front,
19 and
18 rear. It doesn't look too much bigger, doesn't it? Not
the body of it.
the
Where
body
back
of it.
is,
Yeah,
bigger.
it's just
The tail is little.
yeah. Eric's sending it. Yeah, 1 bar, yeah.
That's cool, yeah. Just the brake sensors.
Brake
the only thing
sensors,
that's,
yeah.
yeah, the battery is steady on.
I feel like it has a lot for what you get,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Like, as in for what you pay for, I
I
mean.
just like to know how good the battery is, how long it goes.
It is,
These
it's-
are the thicker this compared to these.
Yeah, I know. But they're meant to be,
Yeah,
they're,
no,
do you know what I mean? They're
That's
not.
stronger than
It is.
Fall off it, you know what I mean?
It is stronger.
More-
Like,
more-
feel that. Guys, the forks as well. One more thing. The forks on this don't bottom out. They're harder, which is what I like. You know, my Saran forks bottom out really easily. Yeah, my Saran forks bottom out really easily compared to these forks, but overall I think this bike is definitely, people are going to be jumping on the bandwagon, I'm pretty sure. And there are going to be, I'd say, some changes to these bikes over time. You know, because Apollo, as I said, they're in the industry years. They're making pit bikes, dirt bikes for years, so they know what they're doing, you know, and I'm sure they'll listen to the audience. Easy, easy. That's in rabbit mode again. Yeah guys, that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Comment, like, share, the whole lot, and see you in the next one.